4+ involves. Got 2 wounds.
Alright, here's our battle report. We're going to try Daemons against the new dreaded Grey Knight Codex over there. Alright, here's the terrain. Sort of some ruins, a hill in the back. It's probably area terrain. Some more ruins here. Forest, we can pluck the trees out. And Temple of Skulls. For the Daemons, we got a Great Unclean One, Herald of Tzeentch, 6 Crushers with a Herald with the full command, 6 Fiends, 6 more Fiends, 5 Horrors with a Bolt, 7 Horrors with a Changeling and a Bolt, 5 Plague Bears with an Icon, 5 Screamers, 5 more Screamers, a Soul Grinder with Tongue, and another Soul Grinder with Tongue. Alright, I'll give you over to Chris so he can go through his forces here.
Alright, here we go. So now we're looking at Grey Knights, 1850 list. I got a 10-man unit of Purifiers. Love them. All of them have got halberds except for the Knight of Purity, or whatever they call him. He's got a Force Stave for that wonderful 2++ in close combat. Next to them, we've got a Strike Squad. About half of them are outfitted with halberds. The rest are just straight up dudes. Both the Purifiers and the Strike dudes have got Cybolt ammo too. Over here, my first HQ, that's my version of a Grey Knight Librarian, and he's carrying a Nemesis Force Stave today as well. He's got a couple of psychic powers to boot. And next to him is my current version, I guess that should be a shield, of Drago. He's the super high-priced HQ of the Grey Knights, and I figured since it's the first time out against Demons, he may as well be along for the ride. Then we've got, since he's here, he can have some troop choices for Paladins. So here's a 4-man Paladin unit. Once again, they're kind of kitted out. We got two different dudes with halberds. One halberd is mastercrafted, the other halberd is not. We've got a guy in the back with just a regular Force sword, and a guy up front, he's got a Force stave. Then to cart him around the battlefield, you'll be flying around on my L customized ride here of the Storm Raven. Just a straight up Storm Raven with assault cannons and twin link multi-melta. Escorting them today will be and you probably carried on this sucker, will be a Dreadnought with a assault cannon with side rounds and a heavy flamer. Then this is a dedicated transport actually for one of the 2 units down at the end. Razorback with assault cannon with side bolt rounds. And last but not least, you know him, you hate him, the Vindicare Assassin.
Alright, we've already deployed. This is after the first move of the Grey Knights. He's got the Paladin and Drago and the Librarian in the Storm Raven. He's got
with the Dreadnought.
And a Dreadnought. And then he's got a Assault Cannons Razorback here full of Purifiers. And the rest of his infantry are on that hill along with the Vindicare. So I'm about to do the Demon drop, and I'll talk to you at the end of turn 1. Okay, so it's the end of turn 1, and I had a Fiend die just a landing in the brush here. Screamers over here, Crushers. The big news was the Pink Horrors unloaded on that red skull where the Vindicare used to be. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes and a fail of the boxcar feel no pain roll.
Yeah.
Shot at the Storm Raven to no avail with the Soul Grinder. Alright, it's going to be turn 2 coming up. Alright, tough round for the Demons. His shooting killed another Fiend in here. Killed 5 Screamers, where those little fluorescent skulls were. Killed a Great Unclean One, where that large skull is, with an initiative test. And the Drago and a Dreadnought wrecked a Soul Grinder. So, we'll see what the Demons do with what's left. Alright, bottom of 3. Some Horrors came down, a shot at a Dreadnought did nothing. The Fiends rolled a 1 for their run, so they are staying put. And a Herald came down and shot a couple of the Purifiers, killing them. Other than that, I moved up my Crushers on the hill, and the Pink Horrors unloaded, but did no wounds to the squad. So, up to the top of 3. Alright, another round of Grey Knight shooting killed 4 pink horrors here, 1 remaining. Wounded 1 of the crushers, and knocked out 4 of the fiends that were sitting outside of these trees. Well, 3 of the fiends. Still 1 left. So, pretty bloody top of turn 3. We'll see if the demons can turn the tide here. Alright. Crushers didn't move too far up. These screamers turbo boosted to make a screen. Fiend came over and popped that Razorback, and the big hero was this unit of horrors here with an obscured bolt shot that immobilized the Storm Raven full of 80% of his army. So we'll see what turn 4 brings. Okay, so bottom of 4, and all the screamers failed a ton of cover saves. This fiend was shot to death in front of these 3 gentlemen, and the herald was killed right over here. So a lot of deadly shooting, and all they got is a dreadnought and a really nasty squad near the crushers. So we'll see if we can make a game of it here. We'll see what happens at the bottom of 4. Hey, the only real big news is the crushers came in and knocked off a dreadnought and are now facing down his whole army. So we'll see how this next phase goes. But we're coming up to top of 5. And the objectives will be who can hold a table quarter, getting a unit with an HQ within 3 of the center, as well as non-HQ or non-troop kill points. So we'll see what top of 5 brings. Okay, Crushers died to this super squad of paladins and a librarian. Note, the librarian has the no demonic gifts work well in base, so wouldn't really say it's an all-comers list item, but for tonight, I guess it's gonna fly. But yeah, the Herald did 2 wounds in return,
chaos?
And that's about it. So we'll see what happens bottom of 5. Alright, well the game just ended at the end of turn 5. Luckily this Herald here, he failed to get his power off to get rid of my demonic gifts. So with the 2+ invul, we just stood there facing each other off and
Back
doing
at
nothing.
ya.
Over here, his squads that were desperately trying to get to my table quarter failed to as the game ends, giving the table quarter to these horrors. Another one to the plague bears. So I win table quarters. Nobody has an HQ in the center, but Chris definitely got me in non-troop kill points. So it'd go to victory points, which also went to Chris. So by Adepticon standards, this would be a loss for the Demons. That was a pretty tough haul. The preferred enemy on everything, as well as the initiative deal. Yeah, if you queue a librarian built just to fight demons, they can really do it. So
When they make their roll.
yeah, I don't know what to really take. I mean, it seems like a pretty tough codex. It certainly trounced quite a few of my demon units, but I don't know. As far as an all-comers list, I don't know how this would fare against some of the more shooty armies, but we'll never know, I guess. So hope you guys enjoyed the battle report. That's it.